Welcome back, YouTube. With the completion of the horizontal stabilizer, today we begin construction of the elevator, which is the little flappy thing that goes behind the horizontal stabilizer. We'll be working on the end ribs and creating the stiffeners slash ribs that go inside of it in yellow there. So they give you these pieces and you sort of cut them up into their individual pieces, clean them up, shape them a little bit. And they're much like the rudder in that they are two separate pieces of metal that get back riveted onto either skin. The reason for that, I think, is because the skins are so darn light. These skins are 16 thousandths of an inch thick. They are very thin, very delicate. So they want you to use stiffener on those instead of a full-size rib. Also to keep it very lightweight back there, because that far back in the airplane, the last thing you want to do is add weight, have something tail heavy. So we're just building a pile of them here on the table that you can't see because the camera's up on the shelf. Just cleaning them up on the Scotch-Brite wheel there. That thing is quite a lifesaver as far as time is concerned. Time saver, I guess, not lifesaver. Maybe both. But it's a good tool to have. It's well worth the money. A couple of burrs still remove here, but nothing too terrible. It's just stuff that I couldn't get with the wheel. So we just construct those into the rib sort of structure. Verify with the plans. We need 11 of them in rib format, and one gets left out because it attaches to the trim servo doubler. Well, that's an interesting thing about this airplane. You can't get it with manual trim. Now, that's not to say that you can't make it have manual trim, because it's experimental. You can do whatever the heck you want. But the plans say to use a electric trim servo, and they include electric trim servo, and they include it in the kit. So I'm following the plans in that shape, in that direction. Oh man, fluting these end ribs was such a major pain, and so I started with the long straight edge to make sure all the holes were aligned with one another. And then I went back to the plans, and it says, hey, use this like rib tip skin to verify that they're straight. Also, something else you'll see is like a little bit of Scotch-Brite pad on the end of that drill. I started using that as like a flapper to scuff the edges of these pieces. Later on, you'll see I decided to use a palm sander for that. Just like Velcro on a big old Scotch-Brite pad to the palm sander, and that is amazing. If you want to do scuffing for priming, do that. It's just no substitute for how quick that gets things done. So here we're going to go through and we're going to make sure all the flanges are 90 degrees to the web, and then I'm going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with the fluting and bending of these end ribs, so that they can fit inside that sort of U-shaped blue skin that's on there, because that process took quite a while. I was surprised at how much work they needed to get in order to line up with the holes that were in that skin. So thanks for joining me, and we'll start again next time on the tip rib for the other side of the elevator, because this looks like we only did one, and there are two of them. I think I learned a few things from the first one, so the second one hopefully goes faster. See you next time.